wanted to come on here this Sunday morning, the week of Christmas. Today is the 23rd. So tomorrow's the 24th, Christmas Eve. And then we have Christmas Day on Tuesday. And then the next time we'll have a holiday is New Year's. And I'll probably come back on here as well. But I am heading to church this Sunday morning, which is probably the only time that you see me fixed up in my, as the older folks used to say, war paint. So I have my war paint on, and I am going to get some more stuff out of my storage, because those of you that have followed me on my last video, I think I said I have an apartment now. And I'm very excited about that. I have movers set for Saturday. Very excited about that. But because I'm trying to save money and it's still unemployed, I decided to kind of load up my car on almost a daily basis of the items that are in my storage and bring it to my apartment. That way, when it's time for the movers to get my belongings out of storage, I don't have to, one, rent a huge U-Haul, and two, make extra trips, which three, lessens the amount of money that I have to spend. So I'm grateful to God about that. The thing that I'm most grateful of is that every now and then, the enemy will kind of come in and try to test our character and test our beliefs and test who we are as a person, which is character, and try to make us doubt the voice or the unctionings of God. And so I went through that, because those of you that know me good enough know that I don't want to miss God on anything. I want to make sure that no matter what I'm doing, that I'm pleasing in God's eyesight. Man may never understand my motives. It's never my motives, but man may never understand the things that I do in the name of Christ. But as long as God's hand is upon it, then that's all that matters. And sometimes people have the tendency to discredit or discount what it is that God told you, and then you have the mindset of, maybe God didn't tell me this. Maybe I am in error. Maybe I missed it. And when it's like that, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that this is something that you would ordinarily not do, then sometimes you just have to ignore and continue to be obedient. I'm still, I don't want to say I'm still learning, but I'm still learning to a certain degree, because I have respect for, XYZ, and I believe that they hear from God like face to face. And so when it's something that's contrary to what I feel in my heart, it kind of makes me take a step back. But then I come to my senses and I'll be like, no, that's not what that is. No, I know what, yada, 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 yada. And so my thing is, Lord, help me not to complain. And then I was looking on Facebook the other day, and this pastor that I follow on Facebook, his name is Patrick Weaver. And he had posted something that I will paraphrase, and he said, be careful what you expose in the public, because you give them the opportunity to boo you or to counteract what it is that you've already exposed. And so in other words, he was saying, be careful what you tell people. Certain things you tell people is never their business. Just move and let them be surprised when they see stuff happening. And so I made the mistake plenty of times to open up my mouth. Opening up my mouth, exposing or telling certain things just because I feel like I'm connected to certain people or whatever, or I just want to get it out. I just have to tell somebody. No, you don't have to tell nobody. You keep that stuff to yourself, because what happens is sometimes people will try to sabotage or try to make you feel guilty about a blessing that you received. That right there spoke volumes to me, because, I think I want to share a praise report, but it's not always a praise report for somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? And so, Just because you got blessed with a new car doesn't mean that that person that you're telling that to is going to be happy for you. We just have to be careful, and we have to pick and choose who we can share certain information with. And even when it comes to our children, our jobs, churches, clothes, even down to the cars and, homes or whatever the case may be, sometimes you may want to vent, so to speak, and the person don't understand that you're just venting, and they just say, well, if I was you, I wouldn't put up with that. If I was you, if I was you, I would, it just made the matter even worse. And so I'm still learning at 40 years old that, sometimes I just need to shut up. Yeah, just shut up. And some of you may have to do the same thing. Just shut up. Everybody don't need to know everything that's going on in your life. And I'm trying to move like a caterpillar, going into cocoon phase. Don't nobody know what's going on the inside until the actual caterpillar comes out, and lo and behold, it got wings now, and it's beautiful and it's colorful and it's flying. It don't go back to the caterpillar stage. It starts moving as a butterfly throughout the rest of his life until his life gets taken. So I want to be that way, to where nobody sees what's going on the inside until I emerge. Until I emerge and they see, oh, it's been a butterfly in the process, Just like with a diamond in the rough, the coal itself, you don't know that the diamond is in there, but you see this black, cold coal that's hiding this diamond, and you don't see the diamond until you start chipping away. And then when you start chipping away at this coal, then it reveals what was already on the inside. And as you see what's on the inside, you begin to polish that thing up and make it shine bright like a diamond. But had you just kicked that coal around, you wouldn't have known what was on the inside of that coal, because all you saw was a black, hard shell. Now, I'm not going to say get that charcoal from Kingsford and start chipping away at it, because it might be a diamond. No. There are certain areas, there are certain skills that can identify. You guys be blessed on today. Remember, sometimes everybody don't need to know everything. Sometimes you have to keep certain things to yourself, because in the end, it'll be a benefit for you and whoever can benefit from the blessing that you receive. God bless. Enjoy your Sunday, your Christmas holiday, and your New